ceremony. So as we line up, finding within ourselves, we know that we're here for something positive, maybe something great, maybe something enlightening and awesome. Just really feeling that, and you are setting that intention. And as you enter the temple, maybe imagine there's like a waterfall or a plane of a laser that as you walk through, you're just leaving everything else behind and just bringing your best self. As you have a moment to just really arrive here at this temple, at this session. So, continuing with that intention setting, we're spending some time together. I hope that you set the intention that we're going to be kind and supportive with each other. If you've been here regularly, as well as appreciating the kindness and support from others, maybe you could just set an intention to level up and be extra welcoming to the new people. Or, if in the meditation you glimpse something positive, level up the bravery in which you express that. Or just really, let's all set the intention that we're here as a community to bring the best out of you and to help bring the best out of each other, and to make it kind and fun and warm. Actually, my intention for running these sessions is bigger than that. I don't want to just have a good time now. I hope that each one of us has some moments or learns some things that impact you, that you go out into your life happier, stronger, that you see your mind in different ways, that you're more present in every moment and more empowered. And bigger than that, actually what drives me is if everyone in the world was practicing their best self, we're all living happier and kinder lives, the world would be a vastly better place. And people have found that when they sit to meditate or when they focus on personal development with the idea that you're doing it for more than just yourself, but to help others, that brings a greater meaning, extra oomph, extra beauty to each thing that you hear and think about. So I'm just going to give everyone a few breaths just to feel or think about any of that intention and what feels good for you right now. Wonderful. So if you're out there on the live stream, please feel as present with us as possible. I hope I get to see whatever you write in on the chat. And those of you who are here in the temple, it's definitely one of the highlights of my week, is spending time with all of you, meditating together, seeing each one of you get more awesome, hearing wisdom that you've learned here or elsewhere in the world and sharing it. And it's definitely when I hear someone say something that they've cultivated that's positively impacted them or others, I think that's one of my favorite things, knowing that we're here for each other to be more awesome. So thank you all for being here. And if you're brand new, welcome. I hope that I give you my best decades of learning and studying and practicing and refining. There's a lot of ideas out there in the world. I've worked really carefully to try and bring just the best ones. And if there's a good idea and some people present it in a way that some of the part is a bit confusing, I tried to cut off the confusing part. I want to just bring the best, most pure concepts and things to focus on as possible. So I hope you appreciate that approach, and I hope it's powerful and helpful for you. All right. And Anthony's out there on the live stream and said with a little prayer emoji, "May all beings be happy." Anthony, you've got people sending you love hearts and prayers from here in the temple. One of my favorite things during a happiness meditation or a laughter meditation, while we're all in states of joy and bliss beyond what people normally get into, is in one of the more chill out moments, is to think of that saying, "May all beings be happy," and to let ourselves imagine, like, what if everyone was not just okay, but actually cultivating beautiful happiness? Like if we were all practicing, we've all probably imagined a world where people have practiced being more calm, or maybe a world where people are comfortable and confident. But I imagine a world where people have practiced being blissful and joyful, and that's definitely one thing that inspires me. So Anthony, may you be wonderfully happy too. Good to have you here. All right. So I'm going to just start with what I had in mind for today, but these sessions are for you. I want them to be as helpful for you as possible. So jump in with any questions or any themes or requests. And once we've done our little intro, and if any of you have got anything else to share, then we'll dive into our opening meditation. So the announcement that I made out to the community was that we're going to enter the temple. We're going to step into our infinite peace. We're going to connect with the mindful, purely creative, awesome part of ourself, the enlightened part of ourself. And we're going to spend time in that. And then we're going to be excellent to each other. So that was the theme, the guide that I had for today. And if anyone has any questions or comments, now's the time, or we're going to jump into our opening meditation. All right. Well, as we begin our journey into meditation, one thing I've been really amazed by is the power in which we frame things. So if you sit down to meditate with people and they're like, "Oh, maybe it'll be relaxing," people will find, some of them will come out, they'll be relaxed. Or if you sit down and someone's like, "Oh, this is going to be really peaceful," and your body will feel calm and you'll find tranquility inside, most people will find a greater sense of peace and tranquility. I've seen some meditation communities where the way that they frame it, the way lots of people talk about it, is really unhelpful. And then afterwards, when people describe their meditation, all kinds of struggles. I've seen some places where they frame that in meditation, inside your heart, you'll find infinite love and joy. And a few minutes in, everyone has their hands on their heart, laughing in divine love. I've been to places where meditation is framed as pure mindfulness, consciousness refined, all thoughts and feelings observed, and letting go of everything that's not your best, just instantly dissolves and just leaves your pure best self. And in that place of stillness and awareness, you find new levels of goodness, happiness, kindness. You find infinite peace. You find space for greater strength and confidence. So all these different framings that people bring to meditation can really affect what the meditation does to us and what the meditation is like. So before this session started today, I framed it that we're going to step into the infinite peace inside ourselves and spend time with the enlightened being. Partially, I was wanting to sound like playful and funny, but definitely I was hoping to invite everyone to envisage that and for us to take ourselves in on that journey. So with that, I invite everybody to become mindful of your body, your posture. How are you sitting? Let's take a moment just meditating on our posture. When I do that, it just makes me adjust my posture. I pull my shoulders back a little bit. I sit up nice and straight. That makes me then become aware of my legs, and how they are feeling against the cushion. Makes me become aware of my feet. Some little adjustments to let how I'm sitting feel better. And I just invite you to do the same thing. Just check in with your toes and your feet. Check in with your legs and your hips. You can set the intention, what if I just completely forgot about my legs? My meditation was just going into pure consciousness. Then take a deep breath and feel it down into your diaphragm. It's the muscle that moves in and out near your belly. As you take a really deep breath, just feel the muscles around your core. Feel your spine. And with that idea, what about if I could just forget about my body entirely? If my consciousness was going completely into the meditation. Okay, so my body was going to be in a posture of perfect calm. If I feel up and down my spine, I want it to be aligned in a way that I could just forget about it. All the muscles could let go, and I would just be sitting in this perfect posture. Now for some of you, as I said that, you're really feeling your spine, lining it up. But if you were just hearing those ideas, I invite you to practice it. Feel into your spine. Feel into your balance. I've closed my eyes now so that I can just really feel, gently moving my shoulders back and forward by a few millimeters. My head's lining up. Spine feels really good. I'm going to take a deep breath in and roll my shoulders up and back. Shoulders are connected to the arms and the hands, so that also made a little adjustment to my hands and my arms. Now my body is aligned in a way that feels really good, really comfortable. And I'm just giving it the idea that it can be in peace and I can just forget about it. I've soothed my body, I've soothed my mind. If your eyes are still open, I invite you to close them now. Bring our attention into our breath. And just as we brought this peace and calm through our feet and our legs and our torso and our arms and our shoulders, just feel your face and imagine your face feels really relaxed and at peace, like a look of calm, total peace. in all the muscles in your face. And for a few breaths, I invite you to really listen to the breath. The first few breaths, you're just really making it catch your attention. Yep, here I am, I'm hearing my breath. It's a way to just let go of everything else, catching our attention to take ourselves into meditation. And as you keep listening to the breath, just notice that you can make the breath flow more smoothly. You can make it feel more peaceful. And you probably notice as you make the breath more smooth and more peaceful that your mind and your feelings also become more smooth and more peaceful. You might also notice that relaxation as the lungs expand and relax, or the little feelings in the shoulders. In some meditations, we want to hold our attention just in the nose, the single point. In some meditations, you want to bring the awareness through the body, to be really present with every sensation. But right now, as we're stepping into infinite peace, we're just making each moment have more awareness and more peace and more ease. And I invite you just to notice whatever peace that you've already cultivated. Maybe your body's a little relaxed, or maybe very relaxed. Maybe your mind feels calmer. Maybe you're enjoying a little break. Maybe you're focusing on the soothing, flowing breath, just wrapped up in that feeling of flowing and ease. And on the journey into meditation, we're just getting started. Just imagine what an even deeper peace will feel like. And at some point you'll notice, I intended deeper peace, and now I'm feeling deeper peace. And maybe you might be able to set the intention to imagine infinite peace, perfect peace and stillness. And if you're setting that intention, just feeling yourself becoming more and more of that in each breath. But some of you may notice that as you let your mind be calm, you've become more aware of all the different patterns that are happening inside your brain. And I invite you to just imagine that wherever your awareness goes, it brings peace to that part of you. So if you see a thought, instead of looking more into the thought or engaging with it, just imagine that part of you turning into peace. You start thinking about some other thing. It can wait till later. Right now, I'm filling up my whole self with peace. Some of those thoughts or feelings will just transform into peace and openness and flow. And the ones that don't, the ones where they keep moving, it's okay. You're just observing your mind and enjoying as you learn to craft your consciousness with more and more peace. And then again, we all bring our attention back into this same idea, infinite peace. What would perfect peace be like? Each moment of the breath is just in the flow of calm. Perhaps my body has disappeared, or it's the most relaxed it's ever felt. My emotions are complete tranquility. Perhaps a gentle joy. If I'm noticing any thoughts or activity in my mind, what would it be like if that all just stopped and my whole consciousness was just flowing in the peacefulness of each moment of my breath? What if even my thoughts about the meditation, what if even where my attention was going, what if all of that just turned into pure peace? Every moment was becoming more completely beautiful peace. All that exists right now is infinite peace. You're going to guide your own meditation just for a couple of minutes, each moment more deeply and completely in the peace, bringing your attention into a more beautiful peace and ease with every breath, with every moment, with every sensation. This week, someone from our community told me that thanks to the practices here, they're doing great. Perhaps better than they've ever done before. Where there was anxiety before, now they have a lot more peace and clarity. So as you keep breathing into peace, I want you to feel that you are practicing peace as part of you. Intention was infinite peace. Now we're shifting slightly for you to be practicing whatever you choose. You might like to imagine that you have infinite peace in every moment of your life. You may like to be cultivating a feeling of ease or joy or confidence, guiding your own meditation as you feel yourself practicing and creating these positive states of mind, but not just for now in meditation, but for the things you'll do tomorrow, or for the things you'll do this week. It's your consciousness, it's your habit. Giving them all the love and creativity and freedom, more than you could imagine a moment ago. Open up that whatever you set your intention to, you can breathe into it. You can guide yourself into that meditation. at the start of the session, I shared the idea that we'll go into infinite peace. Spend time with the enlightened being within you. Just hold your intention on that idea, the most enlightened version of you. The wisest, strongest, deeply peaceful, deeply powerful, most mindful, completely liberated version of you. As you keep breathing, guided by the peace, you're just making space for that most enlightened version of you to be felt, to be imagined, to be cultivated, or to be connected with. Notice how you feel right now. The thoughts right now. How's your body right now? And imagine if you were to let go of all of that, to step even deeper into infinite peace, to make space for something even better. So for a little while, we're just going to enjoy each moment of the breath, calm stillness, the intention of perfect peace, perfect calm. If you've just arrived, or if your mind went somewhere else and now it's arriving back, just bring your attention into the start of each breath and the out breath and the in breath. And as your mind flows with each breath, just feeling that intention of peace and calm. On the out breath, peace on the in breath, peace on the out breath. And as you're going deeper into peace, opening up to that idea of profound peace, perfect peace, infinite peace. Every moment of the breath, you're flowing more easily into peace, letting everything else rest, making space for all the most beautiful feelings, for the most wonderful parts of you. Imagine if this state of mind was how you guided each moment of your life. Imagine this state of consciousness transforming from your meditative state of consciousness into your enlightened, awakening state of consciousness. If the way you thought and talked and acted just kept you in this beautiful state, carried you in this beautiful state. that you regularly shaped your consciousness to feel even better, to be even clearer. And when you're ready, I invite you to just gently start to stretch. You might want to do that right now, or you might want to do that in a minute or two. Just bringing yourself from your meditation back into your body. But as you stretch, I invite you to imagine moving with this enlightened consciousness. Your body feels refreshed and at ease, mindful of each movement, but feeling empowered, feeling calm, feeling strong. Then everywhere you go, every step you take, every breath you take, cultivating this infinite peace and this space for your best self. So we're just going to have a little bit of time to share. I hope that was nice for you. I hope that it felt good. I hope that you feel like you've cultivated more peace or awareness. And if there's anything you'd like to share, whether it's something small, gentle, sweet, whether it's something you noticed, something you learned, or maybe something really special that happened, something you saw or felt, I'm just going to be quiet for a little while as we just all have some time to share together. And those of you out on the live stream, I'd also love to hear from you.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I was very fidgety and restless at the beginning, but toughed it through that and really got into a pretty solid piece there. And I'm gonna keep going after this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, same, to be honest. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, I was a little stressed today, and definitely feel way less
Yeah,
stressed.
same.
My reduction levels was down.
I definitely felt my consciousness starting to drift there. It was nice. I did notice when my eyes were closed, I did see color. Not sure if that's normal.
Oh.
People have so many different experiences in meditation. I've definitely had time where I see colors. I've definitely heard many people share that. It doesn't happen to everyone, but it happens sometimes. Sometimes people see little swirls of color. Sometimes people find themselves immersed in this big, profound color that also carries a feeling. I'm not sure what was happening for you today, but yeah, with meditation, it's never really about what's normal or not. For me, it's just about enjoying the ride and the surprise of it. I've had some things that happened that I've never heard anyone else say. And then I've had other things happen where I was like, wow, that was profound and really special. And then I hang out with a bunch of meditators and they're all like, oh, yeah, that one's happened to all of us. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad that you got to drift into those colors.
We'll definitely be back next Monday. I can definitely say that much.
Enlightenment for the win.
Oh yeah, enlightenment for the win.
Would anyone else like to share? I guess something that I can share is that this meditation wasn't scripted. I went in with that intention that we were going to have peace and we were going to make space for our enlightened self. And that was all that I had decided beforehand. So a lot of my experience, you just heard. Wherever I took the meditation was me just expressing where the meditation was taking me. And that's a great tip for all of you if you ever feel like guiding a meditation. If you focus on your own meditation and just share with the beauty that comes up, try to make your voice feel it, make your ideas flow with where your meditation is taking you, and you can take that with other people. Another moment that I had that was really nice was I was imagining coming and meeting myself and the things I would say if I met someone just like me, the ways I'd help me and the ways that I'd be kind to me. And that was really beautiful. And then I imagined actually turning that into like a video series, or maybe like using VR to use these characters and just having multiple different characters. So that'd be me, and then there'd be the super kind, caring person that comes over and meets me and what I'd say to myself. And I was imagining some pretty beautiful stories that I'd love to make or animate. So yeah, that was a really nice creativity for me. And then near the end, trying to take it from that place of, wow, I'm in this meditation, it's really nice. Trying to feel like, hey, what if I always carried this consciousness? What would it be like to stay in this consciousness even when we come out of the meditation? And then I was imagining tomorrow what I'll be like in this like elevated state. And I saw myself making some really good decisions about what I'm going to work on and how I'm going to operate. So that was really nice for me. Would anyone else like to share? Any of you out there on the live stream? Anyone else here? Maybe you've already shared, but now you feel like sharing something more specific. Or Alaskan, maybe you want to describe the
I
colors
actually
or
have something.
feelings. Yeah, Ed, please.
So this weekend we did an intense bike ride for 21 miles, and I have not biked in a very long time. And I'll be honest, I think that really helped with pain management. I just feel really relaxed. My muscles feel great, and like I mentioned earlier, stress reduction. Yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful meditation.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with exercise.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Heaven, yeah.
But to go off your question, I saw swirls of blue and green as I closed my eyes and got deeper into it. They pulsated, changed mood.
That sounds really beautiful. And was the swirling and the pulsing like coming and going, or did it go for the whole meditation, or was it just for a while? Or what was it like?
It stayed until I got unfocused for a second because my back popped, so I lost the focus and it disappeared.
One of the things I think is just amazing about meditation is even when like you step out of the meditation, your back did a thing. I hope your back's feeling okay. Your back did a thing, and then your mind's changed. Like it's just so wild to watch, like the nuances of how our consciousness changes. And I'm fascinated, like learning how to navigate that more skillfully and more fine-grained awareness. So yeah, thanks for sharing. Is your back okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good.
I do martial arts, so my back gets iffy.
I hope you have something like yoga or some back stretches and strengthening. Early in my meditation practice, I started off with 5 minutes a day, and the book that taught me just said, do 5 minutes every day, and as you want to do more, just do more. And over a year or two, I'd taken that out to hours a day because I just loved going into this stillness and how much it was impacting and transforming me. But I definitely was sitting for longer than like my back would naturally have gotten stronger. And so I also had some time where my back started to hurt. The way I was first taught was just keep coming back to your breath. So you'll hear your breath and the sound of your breath. If you start thinking a word, you just hear your breath. So the sound of the breath can like bring you out of thoughts. But also feel your breath. So if there's a feeling in your body, you feel your breath more than the feeling in the body. And sometimes that was a real struggle, but it was also amazing to me that sometimes I was having this back pain and I try and feel the breath and feel the breath and I'm feeling the pain, but I'm feeling the breath, I'm still feeling the pain, but I'm feeling the breath and feeling the breath, and then I forgot about the pain and I'm just purely back in the breath again. And to me that's really special, being able to see how if you just really keep intending that how much we can shape our consciousness. Alaskan just left. I was going to say that a decade later, I then had a really bad back injury. And so sitting to meditate more than about 5 minutes started to really hurt. And then I started doing yoga every day. And after having this back pain for a year or two, 6 months into doing yoga every day, pain was gone and it's never come back. Yeah, I hope Alaskan's okay. If anyone sees them, give them a virtual hug. I guess you can squeeze them as hard as you want in a VR hug, as long as they're okay with it. All right, and Marlies has sent everybody a purple love heart on the chat. Great to have you here with us, Marlies. Hey, Tasmo, do you have face tracking? The smile on your avatar just then was amazing. Can you show everybody that?
It's done by gestures.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
The way you did that giant smile with your hands in the air was just, it was beautiful. I've got to get myself an amazing avatar.
What kind of yoga did you do?
I was practicing similar to my meditation, I try a bunch of styles and then I do the best ones I can find. So
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of what I learned was from the Australian School of Yoga, and also I was living up in the mountains, and there was a 70-year-old guy that was just putting on a really beautiful yoga class in the community center, and it wasn't from any lineage or anything. It was just his thing, like these 20 postures that we held and meditated on. They were the main two during that chapter. I had another chapter of my life where I did Ashtanga, which was way more intense, way more strong, and that was also like a profound level up for my physical strength and agility. It was less meditative than when I first got into yoga, where you'd hold the poses for a long time and change your state of consciousness with your body. But the intensity of it, physically, could then mean your relaxation at the end was like really nice. I think the best way to answer would be some of the yoga classes on my YouTube channel. They are my
Okay.
my fusion of all the best different yogas I've done. Yeah. And if you're ever feeling like a yoga session during the day, you could ping me or ping the group. We could watch one together. I could always use with more nudges for more yoga these days. All right, would anyone else like to share something about their experience in the meditation? Marlies, how was the meditation for you? Or does anyone have any questions? Questions that might have arisen in the meditation, or questions about the practice of cultivating goodness in ourselves, or questions about any practice, or maybe you got a question about life, whatever's going on for you. I just want to open it up to everybody now. But especially if there was anything that happened in your meditation, please dive in straight away before we get too much on other stuff. A few of you mentioned that that was really calming or less stressing or letting go of the stress. I hope that you remember that often. You give yourself soothing breaths. You imagine the infinite peace. And you just give yourself that every day, every morning. Make that infinite peace a part of you. Not just something you go to as a pressure release valve. You do it enough that it becomes how you operate, how you think, how you respond to stuff. It's coming from this place.
One thing I'll mention is meditation is not just about relaxation. It's also about personal growth and self-improvement. And getting your mind in the right place will totally help you become the best person you could possibly be.
Awesome. Thank you, Ed. I mean, imagine the world if everybody had some time and some encouragement and support to get their mind in the right place each day. Taz?
I want to add on to what Edgy said. For those that are discouraged about that kind of thing, it can be really hard to reach that point, depending on what's going on in your life. But if you keep at it, it is possible and it really does help. You just have to keep trying.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, I love to say that coming to these communities and having encouragement or listening to the meditations with that really clear intention is great. But yeah, you're right. Sometimes there's stuff going on inside yourself or around you that can make it tricky. And yeah, just keep trying and you will. I don't even like the word trying. Just keep practicing. Keep giving yourself that space for the peace and for the stillness. And it'll win. It'll grow. It'll become part of you. All right. And Pops and Messiah Isho, welcome to the temple. Great to have you guys here. Faith and Miracles, Jackson, I didn't get a chance to greet you but when you arrived during the meditation, but also it's really great to have you here. Dark Toast. Oh, wonderful. Well, glad that you could make it. All right, so for those of you who just arrived, we had a meditation where we set the intention for peace of mind, peace in our feelings. And as we noticed ourselves going deeper into peace, there's that idea like, hey, the way that you frame the meditation, that guides what you actually get to experience. So then we imagined, what would infinite peace be like? And we just had time feeling the breaths. Some people, they were then able to be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling enough peace. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to imagine infinite peace. And they were just going deeper and deeper into the stillness. And then for other people, I gave them the option, if they're noticing their mind's busy and stuff, just wherever your attention touches, let that part be peaceful. Let this part be peaceful. You're just letting each part become peaceful with that idea of like, hey, I'm going to let my whole consciousness become peace. And then after we'd spent some time just enjoying that peace and growing the peace and growing the peace and making more space for the peace, I then also brought in the idea like, hey, you just made this peace. And maybe you want to move through your life with infinite peace all the time. Maybe you want calmness to be the thing that you cultivate every morning. But maybe you also want to have happiness or excitement or confidence or ease. And so I just open it up. Just imagine your enlightened self. If you were to move through your day, every moment you've gotten in the right state of mind, a beautiful state of mind, what would you be like? And we just had some time just contemplate that, to feel that, to be that. For those of you that were here, is there anything you'd like to add to that summary? Yeah. Conscious Buddha?
I'm just dancing.
There you go. Good vibes all around. Yep.
Oh yeah. Get my stretches in.
So I guess I'd like to invite everybody here. Maybe you already have a meditation practice. But I'd like everyone to imagine or decide you giving yourself more meditation. I'd suggest everybody does at least 5 minutes every day. And if you're already doing 20 minutes a day, I invite you to imagine perhaps doing more. Or maybe the way you frame your meditation At the start of each meditation, you envisage beautiful peace, all making space for your fully mindful, fully liberated self. I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit, while all of you just think about your own practice. Where would you fit in that 5 minutes each morning? Or even more? Or what would you be like? Or how good would it feel to have that meditation each day, to make this peace beautifully each day? Or if your meditation is already wonderful, 20 minutes, beautiful peace, or maybe you do even more, I just invite you to contemplate your approach to meditation being even more enlightening, more liberating, more love-filled, more peaceful, or the impact that it has on you, that your words are filled with greater love and wisdom. You practice right speech, right intention, practice mindfulness in every moment. You feel every aspect of your life. Feel every part of you, every part of your life with loving, joy, kindness, ease, wisdom, and beauty.
Neojex, I have to go. It was nice being here, though.
Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you again very soon.
Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful meditation.
Good to have you.
You will. Yeah, thank you. Hope to see you guys next time.
And if that idea of every moment of your life being guided by the blissful meditative states, practicing every word coming from your enlightened self, every thought coming from your enlightened self, if that sounds way off, even if you're just beginning and 5 minutes meditation a day sounds like a big step, I hope you can also include somewhere in the vision of you getting to that place where each moment of your day is ease, that you're able to choose how to feel, the wisest thing to say, the important things to focus on, like envisaging yourself as this enlightened being. You know, even if it's just baby steps getting started, like as Tazimo said, if you work at it, you'll make progress and you'll make progress. So envisaging a beautiful progress, like where we will end up, will frame each time you meditate that you are becoming that easeful, empowered, purely mindful, enlightened you. Welcome back, Alaskan. Good to have you back. Just as you left, I was saying to people that I had a back injury, and for a year or two, as I went to meditate, sitting up would really hurt. There was other times it hurt too, but I especially noticed it in meditation. And then I started doing yoga every day, and after I think it was a few months of that, the pain was gone, and it's never come back. So maybe that's helpful for you.
That's great.
Messiah Isha, is that a high five to yoga, or is that something you'd like to share?
Hands up.
Oh, yes, please.
So, like, imagine that your true self is encased inside a piece of marble. And every time you meditate, you're chiseling away all the things that you are not until the true essence emerges. And then after you've had the whole statue emerged, you carry that with you everywhere. And then other people and other circumstances might try to add, marble back. And then you meditate again to just make that perfect state, if that makes sense, as a metaphor.
Thank you. Sometimes when I'm having a moment with the enlightened being at the back of the room, or sometimes when I've visited giant statues of enlightened beings, I've liked to contemplate that metaphor you just said. This like unshakable, massive, enlightened being within myself. And then in meditations like today's, I'm not sure about for other people, but I really felt in the best version of me. I'm sure if I keep meditating, I'll find better and better versions, but I was purely in connection with that today. And yeah, imagining that I just carry that with me all the time. And if anything else comes along, I just polish that back off and keeping myself in that place. Yeah, it's a really beautiful metaphor. Thank you. And perhaps next time any of you has a moment with the enlightened being, you feel that inside of you. All right. What's the time? We've just got a little bit more time before we have our closing meditation. And as I said, these sessions are all for you. So has anyone else got something they'd like to ask or share? I'm kind of curious why you come here. Alaska, you said you were looking for a nice place to meditate, and I'm glad you found that. But then I'm curious, like, why do you meditate?
I meditate for peace of mind.
Beautiful. How about everybody else? Why do you come here? And Alaska, actually, I know there's probably a lot more depth to that answer. Just opening up to hear other people too. Mm-hmm.
From my own experience and opinion, I've been to the other places on VR chat. There's less judgment here, less bullying, more peace, more meditation, more mindfulness. And so it's like 9 out of 10, I would say. The other places I've been to, it's like you walk in there and it's like people are not mindful at all. And so they're hypocrites to whatever religion they're advertising, you could say. But here it's always been great. I've been coming here for almost 4 or 5 months now. And it's never been a problem. It's always been great. So I appreciate your lessons. It's one of the best things in VR, I'd say.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. You said there's less bullying here. I hope there's no bullying here.
Yeah, no, but compared to the other places, like there's nothing here. It's non-existent.
Wonderful. Yeah, before you arrived, I was saying I've tried really carefully to learn from as many places as I can. And when I see a similar idea taught in a few places, you can see how each place puts their own spin on it. And some of those spins are really helpful, and some of those spins are actually not helpful. And the people who just go to that place don't even know that there's that unhelpful spin to it. So I've really tried to refine these teachings to be as effective and true and powerful as possible. So I'm glad that you can see that. And you mentioned like judgment and bullying. I'm also really glad that this community feels welcoming and kind to you, because kindness and a welcoming world. I would like that everywhere, but especially in a place where we're trying to cultivate goodness. So good job, everybody. All of us being kind and welcoming.
Did you say goodness?
I did.
Did you say goodness?
I did. Wait, am I missing something?
Goodness is like a pizza. You can't just have one slice.
Cool. Strong emoji. Where are the pizzas? There. Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza.
It's the best.
That's what I was thinking. That's not good. What?
Hot take, that's actually pretty good.
Oh, wow. I guess I'm on the wrong side then here.
Actually, I want to share a story. One application that I have found when I'm thinking about training my mind and my awareness. I used to find cantaloupe horrible, even worse than how you find pineapple on pizza. If there was a fruit salad, and I love fruit salad, but if someone had had some cantaloupe in it, even if I picked it out, I still couldn't eat it. It was just too gross. It was tainted. And some people have got certain flavors where they've just really learned an aversion to it. It tastes horrible to them. But anyway, so I really believed cantaloupe was horrible. Just like Alaskan can't believe people put pineapple on their pizza. But anyway, at some point, someone was like, "What's your problem?" And I just happened to be in the right state of mind where I took that as like, oh, maybe my aversion to cantaloupe is actually my problem. Yeah, there's lots of people who love cantaloupe. And I just saw that it was like a conditioning in my brain. So I had this juice that was like 20 different fruits and a drop of cantaloupe. It was like the last ingredient on the juice. So I decided I was going to drink it and focus on all the yummy flavors. And so I start to drink it, and my inner monologue is like, spit it out, it's gross. And I was like, chill, just chill, dude. And let's calm that down. I'm focusing on the good flavors. Spit it out. And I was just letting that part calm. And I could kind of see like this little tree in my brain, like the nerve pathways that were wanting to spit it out. I could see them all firing off. And then I could see this other part of my brain that was like, hey, just chill and enjoy. And I could see like the spit it out nerves were just calming down, and the enjoying were like growing and expanding. And I just keep drinking, trying to chill out that other part of me. And first of all, I was just focusing on all the yummy flavors in the juice. And then after I'd calmed down the spit it out reaction, I was then even looking for the cantaloupe flavor. And every food doesn't have just one flavor. It's like a whole palette of flavors. So I was trying to find the cantaloupe, and not the like weird bitter part that I focused on, but I was trying to focus on the sweet part of the cantaloupe. And then I was trying to explore that bit. And it was a bit easier because I was in this juice of yumminess. But anyway, I was just focusing on that and expanding that in my awareness. So my second cup was actually kind of okay. And like each sip that I took was just expanding, enjoying the cantaloupe more and more. And by the third cup, I actually really enjoyed it. This was wild. In like 5 minutes, I went from this food that I'd hated my entire life to have reframed it to being nice. And that night, I had a dream that I was eating just straight cantaloupe. And in the morning, luckily we had a cantaloupe in the fridge. I woke up and I like became conscious. I was already running to the kitchen, and I just like grabbed the cantaloupe and chopped it up. So like my kind of first experience as I was waking up was my body just automatically grabbing a cantaloupe and eating it, and it was delicious. And I remember just like being amazed that I'd made it so delicious. And my brain did this little funny thing. It's like, I'm like the master of the universe. I'm like the Yoda of cantaloupe right now. Delicious. I was so empowered that yesterday this was horrible to me, and I had now transformed it. And those of you who've been coming regularly, I often talk about making transformations, how we feel in social circumstances, or how we feel in exams, or like any part of our life, we can transform it. But it amazes me that some things you can actually transform it in one sitting, and that can last forever. I just said the story where it was diluted in a juice. I've done it with some people where they didn't have it diluted; they had just the food, and someone hated marzipan, and in one sitting we turned marzipan into something delicious. And so yeah, here's a story I just shared about how we can transform food, but I could tell you similar stories to how I did it with styles of music and to certain subcultures. And I've tried to shape my awareness that everything becomes more beautiful and delicious. And I hope that's becomes part of your way of thinking about yourself and things. All right. Any thoughts about what I just shared, or any last thoughts or questions before we begin our closing meditation? Alaskan, I hope next time there's a pizza with some pineapple on it. Now you love it.
I'll try my best. I'll see you about tomorrow.
All right. Are we ready for our closing meditation? All right. You know what? I'm going to come sit in the crowd. This meditation is about all of us, not about me. So, let's all face the front. I say that, Masai Isho, because you're able to turn, but a lot of us don't have those full body tracking hacks. So, we're just all going to sit together. As we close our eyes, and just many of you meditate regularly. So as soon as you close your eyes with the idea of meditation, maybe the breath feels good, maybe the body relaxes. But before you dive too much into your regular meditation, let's just start with that framing, how we think about meditation. So for this meditation, we're going to spend time in peace. We're going to contemplate equanimity, unshakable peace, infinite calm. Imagine what your breathing would flow like if you were in perfect peace. Everything was total tranquility. And you'll probably notice each breath feels more peaceful than the last breath. As each breath soothes you more deeply, you're able to feel or imagine an even deeper peace. And then the next breath will take you even deeper. watching how you guide your own awareness. In each moment, you're holding that idea of a peaceful breath and feeling peaceful. Each moment of that, the breath becomes more peaceful. Your consciousness becomes more peaceful. And notice how the idea of peace will change from just feeling peaceful to the idea of an inner peace which makes space for your enlightened self, for your fully liberated self. Beautiful, peaceful breaths, and that peace and stillness is making space for your best self. Whatever you're thinking, whatever is going on in you right now, you can just decide to leave it all till later. Right now is just for pure peace. Equanimity, a stillness that's so vast, like an ocean of peace. Notice how your breath feels, and let each breath feel more easeful. The sound of the flowing breath, it flows more soothingly. meditation is giving yourself a gift. So for the next little while, give yourself some smiling breaths. Give yourself some happiness. Giving yourself peace. Bringing ease into your life. Bringing space for more happiness and joy. Giving yourself some smiling meditation. Peaceful, joyful smiles. Smiling, joyful breaths. I love meditation. I love the beautiful feelings. I love the gift that it gives to my mind. I love that makes me have more goodness to give to those around me. We'll just take 5 more smiling breaths. I love meditation. I love giving myself joy. And when you're ready, you can come out of the meditation how you want. You could do it really slowly, just bask in the smiling peace. Or maybe you want to stretch and feel good in your body and peaceful in your body, or really mindful in your body. Little adjustments or movements or awareness that you haven't normally had. Oh, maybe you want to feel that joy just expanding like fireworks inside yourself. Maybe you want to take some strong breaths and affirm your liberated mind. Bringing all the goodness from the meditation into your conscious self. All right, so for those of you here in the temple, we're going to have our dedication, just sealing everything we've just practiced. And then I'm going to end the live stream and just have some time for just us to hang out. Those of you on the live stream, I hope you can come and join us in VR. If you don't have access to a VR headset, you can join on a gaming PC. It's like being in a video game. But I really encourage everybody to try and experience VR. Just being here with others virtually from all around the world, but the actual experience of sharing space and being able to look at each other and meditate together, it's beautiful like nothing else. So I invite you all to come and join us. And I hope that what we've practiced today will benefit all of you more than you can even imagine right now. I hope that the peace that we made, you keep practicing it and it helps you and transforms you. Everything you felt or imagined today, that will just keep rippling through you, but it gets better and better beyond than what you could possibly know right now. I hope some of the ideas, the practices, grow in how you think about yourself and how you think about life to empower you. And I hope your practice gets more beautiful all the time. And that you can share with others help others find beautiful peace, greater awareness. That your friendship circles become happier and kinder, and that we all play our part in making a world of peace and kindness and awareness. Thank you so much for being here, everybody.
Thank you.